So you think you'll retire a millionaire? Good luck with that. I've got a bunch of stats for you guys saying it's not as easy as you might think to retire with $1 million in retirement savings. Okay, now when you add everything else in there, real estate, other savings, okay, more people can do it. But if we're just talking about specifically retirement savings, not net worth, you'd be surprised at these stats. So what I say, what I've always said on this channel, and for those of you who see me for the first time, this channel is about retiring on moderate income, okay, in retirement. I would love for all of you guys to retire millionaires, absolutely. I never had the chance to do that because I didn't start saving till I was 40. I want all you guys to retire millionaires, okay? Maybe this will be a wake-up call. There aren't that many that do. So like I said, I've got a bunch of stats on this, okay? Most Americans think they'll need 1.5 million to retire. Just a survey that was recently done a couple years ago. They think they'll need 1.5 million to retire. The vast majority of people don't even have 1 million in their retirement accounts when they retire. Guys, just the success of my channel should tell you there's a lot of people out there that retire with less than $1 million. You can do it. You can absolutely do it. I'm proof of that. But let's try and get you to $1 million, okay? So why? Here are 3 reasons for you. Number 1, education. College grads have 3 times the retirement savings than just people that get a high school diploma. Now, it's obvious, right? You would think more education, more money. That used to be the case. Recently, I'd say the last 10, 15 years, maybe not so much. You know, look at all the high net worth people in Silicon Valley who never graduate from college. Not just them, but there's a lot of other opportunities out there. But it still holds true for a lot of the times, maybe not as much as 20 years ago. So the median value of retirement savings for people that have a college degree is only $142,000, guys. $142,000 median. What do you think it is for people with a high school diploma? $44,000. How much below $1 million is that? Okay? For those of you saying you need $1.5 million to retire comfortably, you're not going to get there. The vast majority of you are not going to get there unless you start saving early and often. Here's another reason why so few reach 1 million. Homeownership. Homeowners average $303,000 in retirement accounts. Okay? That is 2.5 times more than renters average in their accounts. Now, some of these, I'll be going back and forth between median, average. I know median is a better number usually, but this, and I'm getting all this from an article from Investopedia. Unfortunately, they didn't give median and average for each one of these stats. Okay, so you think home ownership is important? That right there, 2.5 times more average retirement savings than renters. Yeah, but a lot of people never get to own a home, right? They may never want to, or they may never be able to do that based on their circumstances. So that's a big deal. Dare I say huge. Number 3, high-income households. The average retirement savings for high-income households is $769,000. Even high-income households, the average is not $1 million, okay? And when you, as most of you know, when we're talking average, we're talking about the really high net worth people, or in this case, the people with tons of retirement savings, let's say $10 million, are bringing that average up, okay? So even the average is only $769,000. Now, for people with middle income, it's only $80,000 average retirement savings. You think those people are going to reach $1 million? I don't think so. So if you guys see me for the first time, again, this is a channel about retiring on moderate income. If you think about it like that, like the video and think about subscribing as well. Here's a bunch of more stats for you guys. The average time it takes to get $1 million in retirement savings is 27 years of saving. Okay, that makes sense, right? I mean, unless you are making a ton of money, or unless you maybe got an inheritance, it takes a while for that compounding to really kick into gear. 5 years? Yeah, somewhat. 10 years? Yes. If you're 20 years down the road and you've been actively and consistently investing in your retirement, 20 years down the road, compounding has taken off. It's a rocket ship, baby. Just like my boys up here. They used to be a rocket ship. Lately, not so much, but I still love them. So yeah, 27 years to reach $1 million on average. Here's another one for you. Fewer than 1 in 30 people reach $1 million in retirement savings. Fewer than 1 in 30 people. Okay, I'll give you the percentage here in a minute, but that should tell you right there. There's not that many people that actually reach the magic number of $1 million. Forget about the 1.5 million most people think you'll need to retire. If you think that, chances are you're not going to get it. Okay, but as this channel talks about, you don't need $1 million to retire. You just don't, guys. Hey, it's all about expenses. Keep those expenses low and flexible. You can retire on almost anything. Like me, I didn't start saving until I was 40, retired at 59 with just over 500,000. I'm doing fine. Here's another big stat for you. The average retirement savings from ages 65 to 74 is $609,000. So you would think most of the people from 65 to 74 are already retired. Their average retirement savings is only $609,000. Okay, and again, this is average. This is bringing it way up, okay, from those high people that have tons of money in their retirement accounts. The median retirement savings for 65 to 74 is only $200,000. Okay, those of you who think you'll need 1.5 million, let that sink in. The median retirement savings for ages 65 to 74 is only $200,000. Think you retire with $1 million? Think again. Here's another one. The number of this is a good sign though. This has been going up recently. Okay, this has recently been going up. Number of 401k millionaires reached 497,000 people last year. If you look at the total population in the US, that should give you an idea of how many people actually are 401k or retirement savings millionaires. Only 497,000 people. Okay? Here's some more for you. Just over 1/2 of Americans have retirement accounts. Now, you know what? I know recently there have been different changes to 401ks when you get a job. They automatically enroll you in 401k contributions, and it is up to you whether or not you want to back out of that. I think that is a great development. Okay? It'll hopefully take this only 1/2 of Americans have retirement accounts up to, let's say, 3/4, hopefully. That's a really low number, guys. Only a little over half. I think it was, what is it, 53%? That's really low. Now, here's the magic number you all have been waiting for. Only 3.2% of Americans have 1 million or more in their retirement accounts. 3.2%. Okay? Think how much lower that would be for these people that say that you need 1.5 million. Yeah. Another 500,000 on top of $1 million, that makes a significant difference. Unfortunately, I couldn't get an actual percentage on that, but take that 3.2%, bump it down significantly to reach 1.5 million. Now, that figure rises to 18% retire with $1 million if you include all of their assets, such as real estate and other savings. Okay? So yes, net worth, if you're talking net worth instead of just retirement savings, there's 18%. That's a significant number of people will retire with 1 million or more net worth when they retire. Okay? That's a big difference. But guys, like I've been saying, I've been preaching all along on this channel, in order to retire a millionaire, or the 1.5 million you think you're going to need, a lot of people think they need to retire on, you got to start saving early. If I started saving instead of 40 when I actually did, if I started seriously saving at 30, yeah, I would be past that $1 million mark. Do I regret it? In a strictly numbers way, yeah, I guess I do. But you know what? Hey, I'm going with what I was given. I'm doing just fine. And for you viewers of this channel, Just by those numbers I spewed out over the video, you do not need $1 million to retire comfortably. I retired with just over 500. I'm doing pretty good. Okay, and I'm sure there's some of you who retire with 200,000 and your expenses are so low, you're doing well as well, right? So guys, you don't need $1 million. Definitely don't need 1.5 that people think you'll need. And as always, from the lovely, not high desert, I'm at my girlfriend's house in LA. The lovely LA, even though it's a little smoggy, don't say smoggy, say hazy. We got this.